I think we're live. I think we're live, y'all. And in portrait mode. So I don't anticipate a lot of activity over here, but I'm gonna try to work out some bugs over here before going over to this is a public service and doing stuff a little more widely there. So guess I need somebody to come in and let me know if there's sound. Somebody's here, so that's awesome. Welcome in. Can you let me know if you can hear me? And let's see if you can hear this too. Not sure if anybody's seen this, but RFK, I'm not a supporter of his. I'm not a supporter of Kamala. Can you hear everything, Sourdough? Welcome in. You're the very first live viewer for Foshin, so I appreciate it. So could you hear Kennedy as well? That's right. That's right. So, I'm not sure if you've seen this or if you even pay attention to it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of his politics. I'm not a fan of his politics. There's not very many politicians that I'm a fan of their politics, so that's a pretty high bar. But I pay attention to politics. Maybe I should pay attention more. Maybe I'm not as with it as I should be. But I started listening to this, and then I thought, oh, why don't I just do it here, and I can just kind of break it down, see what I'm getting. So, how's the feed? Is there a lot of buffering? Any buffering going on? And I thought, well, I'll listen to it here and kind of dissect a little bit. But you just think this is a guy that's been a Democrat his entire life. He is from a Democrat family, the Kennedys, for Christ's sakes. You can't get any more Democrat than that. He wanted to run as a Democrat. He wanted to run as a Democrat on the Democrat ticket. You know, they didn't let it happen. And I think his running mate is also a Democrat, or his running mate a couple of days ago was a Democrat also. So it paints a picture. If this guy is warning you, hey, don't vote for the Democrats. I don't picture this guy being a MAGA Republican. You know what I mean? I don't think he's selling out for some payday that Trump's going to give him. I mean, I don't think that's realistic. So, you know, there's a couple things. He's still a politician, so we can't trust really anything that comes out of his mouth. While at the same time having to take it at face value. So that's what we got going on. Now, I don't know that all of those things are even true. That they were the party of civil rights, and they were the party of the Constitution. I think the Constitution has been abandoned long, long ago. Have I decided yet? Have I decided what DG won? You think that's it, Sourdough? That he wants what, a cabinet position or something like that? I mean, it's believable. Hey, Angel K, what's up? I mean, that's believable, but I mean, how much power is in that? You know what I mean? How much power is in that? He can't be doing it for the money. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe it's not reasonable to think that he would have gotten a job in the Democrat administration. I don't know. Is that what he's doing? Is he hedging? He thinks Trump's going to win, so he's just being loyal to Trump. That's the worst kind of politician, right? I mean, I thought that he had a little more dignity than that, or that was my perception of. None of them will get my vote. No, I can't. I couldn't, in good conscience, vote for any of these people. DG. You know, my whole entire life, I've been told that, you know, you just have to keep voting for the lesser of two evils. Well, I mean, okay. Is that really what we're going to do forever? Is just vote for the lesser of two evils? Now, an argument could be made on both sides of the evil spectrum. You know, in many people's opinions. I'm not going to say in my opinion, because I clearly know that one side is more corrupt, and it appears that Kennedy also shares this opinion. Have I read any of Project 2025? I have not. But I did begin the stream by saying that maybe I should be more politically knowledgeable about what's going on right now. But I understand politics in general. You know, I'm not. Maybe I should look at what Project 2025 is. Who knows? What's up, Fatoy? In fact, you know, here, what we'll do. We're going to do it right. We're going to pause this. Let's see. Let me just see what this is about right now. What do you guys think? Let's see here. Probably should have made my browser private before I went into that. Now I'm going to get Project 2025 emails for the rest of my life. So I really appreciate that, DG. Kind of screwed me on that one. All right, so am I looking at the playbook? Building for conservative victory through policy, personnel, and training. Get the facts. Okay, let's get the facts. So this is through the prism of the Project 2025 presidential transition project. So is this Trump's transition plan? Is this his, or is this somebody else's? Okay, the left has spent millions fear-mongering about Project 2025. Terrified, blah, blah, blah. China. Project 2025 is a historic movement brought together by over 100 respected organizations from all across the conservative movement to abolish the deep state and return government to the people. Now, if that initial statement is true, I'm 100% behind that. So those are just facts. The administrative state, the bureaucracy is so out of control that it's we can't pretend any longer that we have. I mean, I don't think anybody in the chat here is going to even argue that we can argue that we're operating inside a constitutional republic right now, that we have representative government that's representing our interests. I don't think that that's reasonable. See the authors. Let's take a look here. So is that the personnel, you think? Let's see. Let's get through this and then I'll look at the authors, all right? Two of us do say it was stood up in 2022 before any major candidate announced a campaign to assist in the next conservative president. So this is, well, who's the next conservative president? It's not Trump. Trump's no conservative. I'm not sure if anybody missed the memo, but you know, just to be fair about like what's going on right now in our country, you know, people are talking about inflation, but inflation isn't created by greedy corporations. It's only created in one way, by the government printing money. And Trump printed a bunch of money too. I mean, he certainly wasn't exempt from the money printing. And that is probably what makes our country less safe in the long run than anything. It's the worst thing that you can do. It's just another tax. It's another tax. So, all right. So there's probably meaningful policy stuff, right? Policy stuff. Secure the border. I think that we have laws right now that we're currently not enforcing, so all of this stuff doesn't really mean anything. It's all meaningless, because if we're not willing to enforce the current laws, then you know, what makes anybody think that you're going to do any of this other shit? If we just started with enforcing the laws that we currently have, I think that's probably a good start. Now, there's a question: what is money? Well, there is a question: what is money? I mean, historically in America, it was government fiat backed by gold and silver, right? That's what it was supposed to be. And then we got removed from the gold standard, and then our money was just paper. It was backed 100% by faith, and that's what's going to end up getting us in trouble, is all the debt and the fact that the faith's going to run out. We're going to lose like the reserve currency status, and then we're in for a long road. So I don't know. I believe in I don't know what reasonable you know, what reasonable policy is in terms of extracting energy resources from the environment. I think there should be, you know, me personally, I think that it should be done safely, right? Where we're not going to pollute the environment. So I don't know what they're talking about here. They're talking about a war on fossil fuels. I mean, the Biden administration's, I don't think it's as granular as saying that one party is pro conservation or pro let's not pollute the environment. Maybe I'm not articulating that real clearly, but yeah, I think it's the mic. My voice. That's just my voice, guys. I got a pitchy voice. It's probably coming through up here. I'm not sure though. It's not good if the mic isn't good. That's funny. De-weaponize the federal government and dismantle the deep state. Firing supposedly unfireable federal bureaucrats. I fully support that. Closing wasteful, corrupt bureaus and offices. I fully support that. Eliminating woke propaganda at every level of government. I mean, yeah, I totally support that too. Restoring constitutional authority over the administrative state. So there's something that, what's that mean? The American people's constitutional authority over the administrative state, because the Constitution doesn't authorize the administrative state. So that's almost an oxymoron. Restoring the American people's constitutional authority over the administrative state. No, that's not. Returning governing power to the Congress and president instead of unelected bureaucrats. I do believe in that. Yeah, okay, so let's look at some authors. Where am I going to find? Should I just Google it? Russell Voigt. Who's Russell Voigt? 400 scholars. I hate the scholars talk. Is the mic? Here, let's try this, guys. Let me know if the mic situation gets any better. Let's do this. All right. Is that any better or different? And can we still hear RFK if I switch to this one? Yeah, I believe the environment, but I don't know about transparency. Oh, well, thank you very much. I have a microphone, but apparently it's garbage. The microphone from these plug-in, old school plug-in microphone or headphones is better, apparently. Can you still hear Kennedy? Cool. All right, we'll let that load. Get some authors for this project 2025.
Yeah, so I'm not seeing it. The Heritage Foundation, is that has published mandate for leadership? Heritage has done some good stuff and probably some stuff I don't want anything to do with. Probably much of their foreign policy stuff is disastrous. Well, that's very positive. I wasn't going for that look over here, the Alvin and the Alvin and the Chipmunks look. So let's do this. All right, let's see what the Heritage Foundation is all about. There it is, Project 2025. I bet Trump would say, he would argue otherwise. What do you guys think? I bet his is huger. All right, let's see here. DG, I unfortunately don't even know what that means. I don't know if it makes me kind of cringe whenever a politician mentions democracy. It this isn't what's going on here. It's not supposed to be a democracy, right? It's supposed to be what, a constitutional republic. I think that's what it was supposed to be about heritage. So let's see what we got to say here. America, freedom. Wonder if they have a foreign policy tab for equal citizen united decision. Yeah. That was campaign contributions. Is that right? I am not familiar enough with that. Okay, whatever. Let's do this. Yeah, he is. He's dropping out. Of course, money is speech. Okay, so what's that mean? Well, that was giving corporations unlimited spending power. That was the birth of the PACs, right? Is that what it is? All right, I'm going off on a tangent here. Definitely didn't happen, I totally agree with you, Fatoy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that money is speech, but I don't think that there should be limitations on individuals speaking their mind. If some rich dude wants to waste his money on trying to influence politics, then I think that they should be able to do that. Yeah, I think they should be able to do that. They're all screwing us. Yeah, they're all screwing us. Yeah, of course they're all screwing us. But it's not. It's working the way that it should, though. Its job is to screw us, and he wasn't in the job of saving us. He was just in the job of, I'm gonna screw you a little slower. I'm just gonna screw you a little slower. That's been the MO, right? Like, don't screw them too hard. But the problem is that money, like all that money that they printed up and they just gave to the banks and the banksters and Ukraine and every other foreign government. What are we doing? Like, are we serious? Like, it's crazy. So don't leave. Mm-hmm. They did him so raw. Oh, we're back to what money is. Well, in my mind, money is gold and silver, but the rest of the world doesn't agree. They like that filthy fiat money. So all went down real shady. That was real shady stuff going on right there. You could be right about the digital money. I don't know. It's all about control, right? They'll do whatever they need to do to control us, and that's it. I mean, that's it. Till we start having a problem about control, that's where we're at. Interesting. Mm. In fact, her policies are his, right? I mean, aren't they his policies? Are they any different than his policies? I thought they were the same policies. I feel like they are. I don't know. Maybe she's got new ones. What do you guys think? We should ask to True. These are real fears. Can't hear him. Oh, then that makes this a pretty dull live, huh? You can't hear him at all, or you can't hear him at the current volume?